when somebody reaches the end of life, a spiritual component is just, it's naturally there. I mean, people have physical pain, obviously, and at Covenant we're all about meeting the needs of that pain and providing comfort for them. But we're also doing that as well for spiritually. There's a spiritual component, there's the emotional component, and we want to be there to provide comfort for that. We, as chaplains, provide the spiritual support, which basically encompasses a vast array of things that you would normally associate with church or things like that. But we're a non-denominational entity. We're not affiliated with a church, so we're very much about providing and meeting people wherever they are spiritually. I've had the privilege of caring for several patients with ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, and that's a very life-limiting illness. You have your mind, but your body starts to deteriorate, and so in Susan's case, she has a really hard time with turning pages, and she loves to read. And the funny thing is, she actually deferred my services at the beginning, and that's her prerogative, that's people's choice. But it was found out that she was having problems with an iPod, and they were trying to figure out how could she use this iPod to listen to audiobooks and things like that, because again, she loved to read, but she can't turn pages. So they suggested, well, maybe I could figure that out. So I sort of became like the IT guy for her. So I'm chaplain/IT guy, but that was a window into her world, into her life, and provided me the opportunity to go and to meet her. And from that has just been a great relationship that was established. From that, she was able to ask me, she said, I've read the Bible, I've done things like that, but I just don't really understand it. So I was able to provide materials and things for her to read and listen to, obviously, now. And that kind of provides just a great little snippet of how we go in as chaplains in just in a non-threatening way and meet people wherever they are and end up touching their lives in an amazing way. At Covenant Hospice, chaplain services are an unfunded service. Last year in 2011, Covenant Hospice chaplains, and I think there are 20 some odd chaplains in the whole 12 or so branches that we have. We made over 12,000 visits, over 1,600 phone calls, and conducted 470 funerals. That came to something like 1.3 million in services, and all of those services are something that is value added, and it's something that completely comes from our community. This job is both very rewarding and it's very challenging as well. I think I said I see death. It's a very ugly thing, but at the same time it's very beautiful, and that's kind of really that sums up, I guess, the challenges and the rewards for me. The challenge being that, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to go in day after day to look at people who are in crises, who are hurting, and it's hard because you're taking on a lot of that, a lot of what their emotional baggage and things like that. They're telling you about those things, and you're carrying those things. The other side of that is that hopefully we're coming in as chaplains and bringing hope to them. Funding for chaplain services at Covenant Hospice are made possible by people like you. So if you would, please text COMFORT to the number at the bottom of your screen for a $10 donation and help us continue to provide the excellent services that we do here at Covenant.